Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss about the difference between pages, post and categories. So why do we create a post and the importance of having a pages and categories. So now let's get started. So what are the websites you created till now? What type of websites are those? Okay, first of all, static and dynamic. I told you in the beginning, right? So the beginning only I told you we are going to see three kinds of websites: static website, dynamic website, and then e-commerce website. Okay. So what is with my static website? So you have worked on websites right now. What type of website you guys created? Can anyone tell me?
We created static.
Static website. Sure.
Yes,
Rafi. Okay,
yes.
let me check your website. Raki and ndtv.com. Okay, what is mean by static? Can anyone tell me? Static
It's
website.
There are
static
no
is
real-time
just
updates.
Mm-hmm.
We know live update. So
So
that is
static
static.
website means updates.
No, without updates.
Blog
Without
is
updates, without updates.
blog and news websites are like a dynamic one, and the other ones are like static, which does not require updates.
Very good. So if you can see Dizzy course, okay, it's completely a static website. So the front page is not going to change with the recent post that we have. Whereas when you go with the NDTV, can you see? China says doesn't wish to see more clashes on border with India. So NDTV front page is always changing, frequently changing according to the recent posts they have, right? According to the recent news they have. If you come tomorrow and if you come day after tomorrow and if you come and whenever you come, the front page is going on changing according to the recent post. So I'm getting some disturbance, guys. Could you please mute? Right. So in such a way, this is called, if your website is changing with the with the recent post or else with the recent news you have, then that is called a dynamic website. Okay, changing. Then if that is not changing, then we call it as a static website. Simply the constant content. Whenever you open that website, you can see the same content over there. So if you're running a service oriented business, now Rafi is there. Rafi is starting some telecom kinds of services. So he can, so tell me Rafi, are you going to start a static website or else the dynamic website? So definitely a
Stat.
static website, right? So
Yes.
because you won't be having the updates and also you don't write a lot of blogs to show up in the front page. So now if I go and see with the Asher website, Asher, what type of website is yours? Asher website is also about a static, completely static. If you can see, what is that website URL, Asher? Made something is there. Mind,
My
Mindset
home,
UAE.
my mindset. Yes.
Mindset UAE. Okay. Okay. So can you
Uh,
see? So what type of
yeah.
website it is? It is a static or dynamic?
Chitra, I have a doubt here. Like, even when we keep uploading images of the work done by the company, it still remains the static website. For example,
Sorry?
if you go down, if you scroll down,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, our work. This is like this
Yes.
keeps changing as we keep uploading. Once the new work is done by the
Which one?
company, scroll little bit up.
Which one?
Our work. Scroll
This.
little bit up. This one. This keeps moving.
Okay.
Yeah, this one.
So who created this website? You are the one, right?
Yeah, I created
So
a website.
so what
So
happened? It is sliders. Those are
yeah, these are
sliders.
sliders. I mean, like once
Hmm.
the work done by the client, they send me images to upload on their website.
Okay.
So this still remains the static website, or is it a dynamic because we
It
keep
is
updating?
it is a static, but this option is somewhat different. This option
Okay.
is different. So this option tends to show you all the recent images that you have in your gallery. This option is
Okay.
somewhat different, but your website is a static website because you are providing a
A service.
services.
Yeah.
Yes, it is not a dynamic website. So
So in
now,
case Chitra,
mm-hmm,
if we have regular regular updates, like if say suppose my salon business is there, every day I will keep one other offer which I'll be changing the text every day, or maybe at least twice in a week. So that would be a static website, or it would be a dynamic website.
So it definitely it has to be a dynamic. So you are just offering offers, or you are just writing a blogs or offers. So you can go with the static website. Static website you can go, but you have to use the Elementor if you want to show some notice bar, right? When someone opens the website, you might have observed some notice bar on top section. So offer is going on. Today offer is going on. So tomorrow is off. Tomorrow offer is going on. So in such a way, if you use the notice bar, you no need to make your website as a dynamic website. Automatically, those notice will be coming on top with the recent offers that you have. Okay.
No, if we have some separate,
separate.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, if we have the moment you enter, in the website, you will have a a link, or maybe a column, or maybe a design of some space which will be keep on changing every day, or maybe twice in a week. For example,
yes,
like
that
NDTV
is,
news.
That is what happens with the dynamic website. So if you want to change only that column to show with the recent post, so you can create like this Azure kinds of website. So that is how to create. We're gonna see in the Elementor section. So with the Elementor, if you want to show the recent post in only one column, you can do that without changing complete website into a dynamic. You can show it. Got it cleared? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So now by default, how your websites will be, what is here? If it is a dynamic website, all your recent posts appears in your website. Now tell me what happens here. What is this hello world? Hello world. It is showing me like a June 16, 2020. Have you ever noticed like hello world in your website, guys?
I think everyone has that.
What is that?
It's the title of a page.
See here, it is a post. Okay, it is a post. So now every website, every WordPress website by default, that will be in a dynamic only. Okay, so now what happens here? If it is a post, it will show up in a manner of date, and then author, and then comments also. Can you see now? It is a post now. So your front page is showing all the recent posts. Okay, so now it is a dynamic website. 1 second. Okay, so nice. So now let me just figure out what is this post and all exactly. Okay, what is post? What are pages first of all? So yesterday we have discussed about the pages.
Pages could be anything, content, place where we can write something.
Okay, so if you want, now what about the posts? Can't I write anything in the posts?
I think we don't usually change the pages, okay. But post, I think frequently we can change.
Yes, see here, pages is for showing the products or else showing the services on the menu section. Those are a constant content. You will create a pages for having some constant content. Now let us say about us page you created. So under about us title, you can write whatever you want. Okay, that will be shown when someone click on that about us folder. Okay, so what is this post means? If you want to write any blog, now let us say I want to write a blog on what is digital marketing. So this is a blog or page? Tell me. Is this a blog or page? So this is a blog. I want to write on a topic on what is digital marketing. So that if you want to write any article or else any blog in your website, you have to choose a post. Now in NDTV also, they have chosen an post option to write their news. China says doesn't wish to see. This is a post. This is a post. And what are these? These are the pages. Okay, pages, and they used to write a blogs by using the posts. So this is what the difference between pages and posts. Now let me just show you what is categories also. Then you'll understand the difference between static and dynamic and how exactly we can make it. Categories. Okay. Let me just show you. So ODMT.in is a digital marketing training website. What type of website it is? Static or dynamic? 1 second.
Static.
Static website. Okay.
Didn't open till now.
Okay.
So
Tell me
what
type of website it is. Static or dynamic?
Static.
Still a static.
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 Can
It
you
is a
see
static.
the top one? Avail 10% discount. So what is this? It is scrolling. Praveen, is it useful for your business or not? You want to start a saloon business and you want to show offers, fresh offers on top section.
Yes.
Yes, right. It will be useful. So we are going to say how it can be done. And it is a static website. Okay, let me click on one page, one folder. I clicked on blog and SEO. What are these? These are the subfolders. Okay.
Yes.
So now blog is a page, right? I created a blog and then let us go. What is this? The URL. By seeing the URL, what you can see, what you understand. Someone is speaking. Are they speaking to me?
No.
Okay, so tell me guys, what is the URL and how is it looking? Is it looking same like a blog? What is the different here? I clicked on SEO folder, SEO subfolder here, and I came to see this URL. What does it mean?
It's showing the category.
It is showing the category. That means this SEO subfolder is in category now. Okay. So yesterday I told you, right? I can show pages, I can show categories, I can show posts as well in my subcategory, in my menu section. Okay. So now we have shown a page called blog, a category called SEO in my menu section. Okay. What is the difference between a page and categories? Let me show you. What is this? How to create a Facebook lookalike audience, Google Ads search network. What are these?
These are links. These are posts. Yes.
Blog.
These are posts. These are articles, the blogs we write. Okay. So now this blog has been written on May 30, May 9th, May 9th, and then May 7th. So how my blog page is stored according to the recent posts. Am I right? Okay. So today if I write a blog, where my blog will be stored?
On the top.
On the top, right? So is
Yes.
it same like NDTV or not again? So
Yes.
my blog page is filled with all the recent posts. Am I right? How am I making this? The static website as well as the dynamic website. So now if I can see this blog page is working as a dynamic. And then if I go with the home page, it is working as a static. How? And that it is a page. And if I go and see the SEO category, what are these again? November 26, November 21, June 19th, May 24th.
In chronological order.
Okay, what are these? These also?
Posts.
These are also posts. Okay, how am I making all those posts in a under categories under some blogs? How and why? Tell me how and why. Now NDTV is there. NDTV will be having a lot of news a day. So if they want to show all their news, so they would like to show in the front page. So if they don't have a dot option, so would they like to show in the menu section? So is it possible to show all your blogs in the menu section?
No.
Now let us say I have 100 blogs. Is it possible for me to show on the menu section all 100 blogs? No, right?
No.
It is impossible for me. That is the reason I will create a subfolders called pages and categories, and I will show all my blogs under pages and categories. Right. That is the reason we create a pages and categories to show all your stuff under those things. Okay. Now, simply category will be used for categorizing your blog. Now, let us say if I have a categories like SEO, then Google Ads, Now, if I write a blog on what is SEO, I want to write a blog on what is SEO. So my aim is that when someone click on my SEO folder, SEO subfolder, they wants to see all the recent blogs that I have under my SEO. Now here also you can see the same thing in ODMT. If I go and see SEO, they can see all the recent blogs that we have under SEO, which are related to SEO. Okay, the broken links and then alt attribute, these are related to SEO only. Okay, why? Because I made this SEO as a category and I have shown all the relevant blogs of SEO under SEO category. In such a way, when someone click on the AdWords also, they can see all the Google Ads relevant information. Right. So you can make your website as a static as well as dynamic also with the two options. Now, if I click this AdWords folder, what you can see again?
Post.
These are a post again. So I have made all those posts under Google Ads category so that when someone click, they will find out the complete information regarding Google Ads. So it is always better to have a pages and categories if you are running a serious business. Now let me just go and create a one post and one category and show you how we can categorize. Okay. So let me take my website now.
So you're not creating a post.
Yes, I'm going to create a post. I'm going to create a category and we have already pages, right? Let us differentiate. And one more thing, where is home, right? This is a home.
Yes.
Let me click this home. What is the URL you can see, Rafi?
Home/home.
Home/home. Now,
yes.
ODMT, if I click this home, what happened? Can you notice any changes in my address?
No.
Why? What happened?
Because showing the main page, I think.
Yes, yes. So why, if I click the home page on your website, why the URL is changing and why it is not changing in my website?
Because in my website, home is a page.
Okay, so what is home in my page then?
No, it's a front page. I think it's a default page here.
Maybe it's a post.
It's a post. Sorry, come on. It's a post. Someone has said it is a post. Okay.
Yeah.
Praveen, is that you?
Yes.
Okay, let us see. My password. In order to create a post, which one should I choose now? Which option should I choose? Post. Okay, so can you see here? Post.
Yes.
Putra, you didn't tell whether it was a post or a page in your
I'll show
ODMT.
you. After teaching this, you'll understand automatically. Okay.
Okay.
Then, okay, if you want to write an article or a blog, you have to choose this post option. Let's go there. So I'll create a 3 posts now. So what is this? Hello world?
It's a post.
It's a post. Now here in the Rafi's website also I can see a hello world. That means, so in Rafi's website, the home page, the front page, it is showing all the recent posts he has. That means now Rafi's website is a dynamic website. Got it now? Okay. So now if you want to put it this hello world, you can put it or else you can just remove it. Right. Click on add new. Okay, so now I want to write a post. Okay, 3 posts I'll write. What is? So I'll write something here under SEO. I just wrote something here.
Chitra, can we include any images while writing
Yes.
down over here?
Yes. We can include images, we can include videos, we can include any files you have, anything you can include
I
it.
mean, like,
No problem.
way to go include like
Yes,
this
I'll
page
show
to
it.
be shown.
Sure. What happened? Okay, see there. So enter. Now can you see here plus block? Click that. Okay, so here you can add a gallery as well. You can add an image. Click on that image and click on upload. Can you see now? Image, upload it. Got it? Asha? Yes, right. So anyhow, I'm just writing the post now. So again, how to write and all that we're gonna discuss it in the SEO session. Okay. So just to know about what is this post, I'm just writing this. Okay, go back. Okay, so this what is SEO. Next, add new. Let me write on what is Google Ads. Go back.
Are you there?
I'm there. Okay, let me write one more post on what is
SMO. What is SMO?
SMO. Right. So how many blogs I wrote now? 3 blogs. 3 posts. Okay. All posts. So now tell me where these blogs appears now. What is SMO? What is Google Ads? What is SEO? Do you want me to open the website?
It should be on the home
Be
page.
on the
Blogs.
Yes. Can you see now what is SMO? So due to our background image, it is not showing. Let me remove the background image. It would be easy for us. Yesterday we have customized, right?
Yeah, I can go to background.
Background image. So where is it? Background image. Okay. Okay, where your blogs are appearing?
In the blog section or for front home?
Can you see here? Directly it is showing here. What is SMO? What is Google Ads? And what is SEO? Why this SEO is under bottom and why this SMO is on top? Why?
Chronological order or alphabetical order?
Alphabetical order. How many say yes?
Maybe it depends upon the time you've created.
Yeah.
Recent post, right?
Recent post.
The blog which I
Recent
have written recently, that blog will be appeared in my front page on top. Okay.
So last in
If
first.
all lost in first. Now, what kind of website it is? It is
Static.
a dynamic website. Why? Because my friend page, when someone searches for krishna.dineshahealth.in, I'm showing all my recent posts for them. Okay, so that means your website is now a dynamic website. You don't want to show all the recent blogs, you want to show only constant content. At the time, what you have to do is you have to use only one option. So this option will be same for every theme you have chosen. That is called homepage settings. Can you see this? Homepage settings. Go there. Now it shows you that your homepage displays your latest post. That means it automatically shows you that your homepage displays all your recent posts. Now I'll choose a static page. Okay. Now you have to choose what page you want to show as a home page. Now you have a different pages like home, about us, blog, and modules. What page you want to show as a front page, that you need to decide here. Can you see? Select. Click on drop down. Yesterday we have created few pages like about us and then blog. So you need to select. Now obviously I want to show my home page as a front page, right? So I'll just click that and publish it. And I'll go to my website back and refresh it. Can you see now?
No.
Can you see any posts here?
No.
No.
No, what happened now? Why am I not able to see the posts?
Because you have changed the homepage setting.
Because I made this homepage as a my front page. Okay. Okay, let me click this home. Can you notice any changes with my URL?
No.
If I click no, why? What happened?
Because it has become your default page, front page.
Because it has become my front page. Okay, now what I will do, can I make any page as a front page?
Yes.
Yes. As for that.
Okay, now let me just go and make my modules page or else about us page. Okay, click on about us and then publish it. Let's go back. Now tell me which page will be my front page.
About us.
Okay, let me refresh it. Can you see now?
Yeah.
About us. Okay, let me click on this home page. Will my home page URL changes or not? Will it changes?
It should change.
No?
It should change. Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Can you see now? It is changing. So that means you need to decide which page you want to show as a front page. Now in ODMT, tell me which page I made it as a front page.
Home
page. So in such a way, now whatever you write in a home page, now we have created a home page, right? A page I created with the name called home. Now whatever you write in that home page, that will show up in this home page. Okay, that is what static website. Now if you only with one option, that's it. Okay, where is my dashboard? Only with one option, either you want to make it as a static or dynamic website, only with the one option, that is a home page settings. Go there and choose what type of website you want to. So let us say you want to have some fitness blogs and you want to start that kinds of website, just go and use this latest post. So if you are providing some services kinds of thing, just go and use this static page. Okay, fine, everything fine. Now you understood the difference between static and then dynamic, and you know how to make it also. Now tell me, where are my posts? I created 3 posts, right? Where are those?
In your blog section.
Okay, let me click on this blog section.
No.
What happened?
Maybe you need to link them here.
No, change the location.
Sorry?
Need to change the location in the post.
Location in the posts. Any other answer?
I think you didn't publish it.
No.
Oh, I published it. So After publishing only, it has shown me in my
Post
home
page
page.
to change.
Yeah, can you see here? Again, I have an option called
Yes.
post page. Okay, so now here I can select whatever the page I want to show all my recent blogs. Okay, whereas in ODMT, I have selected a blog page as my post page. That is the reason all my recent blogs are appearing in a blog page. Okay, now let us go and make it. What is that?
Blog.
Blog. Okay, blog, and then publish it.
Okay.
Let me refresh it. Can you see now?
Yeah.
So will my blogs appears in module session? Will my blogs appears in about us session?
No.
No. Why only blog? Why? Because we made this blog page as a post page. Okay, now I have created, now let me go and create a few categories also, like SEO and then Google Ads vendor. Okay, so how we can create a categories? Can you see here the option called categories? Here under post, just click that categories. Okay, let me go and have a SEO. And then Google Ads and SMM. So how many categories I created now?
3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 categories. Now let me go back to my website and refresh it. So where are my categories now? Where are my categories?
Okay, here.
Here?
Module.
Under modules, SEO, SMO, and SMM. Are those my categories?
No.
Then where are my categories?
Maybe you need to publish them.
I have already published. Can you see? Created, done. So where are I created, right?
You did not assign parent category.
Not required. No need of assigning parent categories and child categories. Not required.
We need to update the menus or something.
Very good, very good. So yesterday we created a pages, right? So after creating a pages, so is it shown in your website? No, you have to assign your place, right? Now I just created my categories. That's it. I haven't assigned the places. Now just go back to your. Okay, tell me what I have to do now.
Okay, go to the dashboard. Pages.
Pages.
Or
appearance, and then menus.
Okay. So
Then
now,
add.
so what I have to add now? Yesterday we have created 2 menus, right? So one is with the KK2 and one more is the 3 p.m. batch, for which I have to add now.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. batch. Select the batch, select the menu name and then click this. Okay. So now tell me what I have to add into this menu section. What? Yesterday we have added the pages, right? Now we need to add the categories. Okay.
Yes.
Can you see now? Add the menu items.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So click on these categories and we all. Can you see what all the categories you have created? It is shown here. SMO, SMM, SEO, SMM and Google Ads. Okay. So again, Yashwant, see here. So you're facing some problem while dragging, right? See, put a cursor and drag wherever you want. Now those are not in a proper order. I want to show my SEO category here. Then SMM. Hold on, put a cursor, hold on that particular item and drag wherever you want. Got it, Ashwant? Clear? Okay, right. So now I created and then save menu. Will it appears in my website now? Let me go back and check it.
Yes.
Okay, got it right? SEO, SMM, and Google AdWords. Okay, let me click this SEO. So how is my URL now?
Categories. Okay.
Category. Okay. So now, okay, I created a category. So why I need to create a categories? Why? So
We need to.
I have all. I have already pages like SEO, SMM, right? Why should I go and have again categories? Why?
Because it will show only the content which is in the blog, which you're posting it. This will contain posts, not the pages.
Okay,
right?
okay. Now I have already 3 posts, right? So it should have shown in these categories. Why it is not showing then?
We need to link them.
Yes, see here. Now I just created a post, that's it, but I haven't categorized them. Okay, now go back to your post and categorize where you want to show them. Okay, so now these are the posts, right?
Category.
Okay, so edit or quick edit, you can use a quick edit option also. Okay, can you see?
Yes.
Okay, you might not understand this. Let me click this edit option. Okay, so this is our blog. What is SEO? The right side you can see option called categories. Can you see? For
Yes.
every blog it will show the categories. Okay, so now categories, click on these categories. Now it will show you Google Ads, SEO, and SMM. As of now it is uncategorized. I want to show this under SEO category. Update it.
Okay.
And go back again. Google Ads. So under which category I have to show this?
Google Ads.
So is it mandatory again?
If you want to show them here.
It's up to you again. So I want to show this blog under Google Ads and SEO category. Can I do that?
Yes, probably yes.
It's up to you, your wish. And then assemble. Categories. Okay, I will show this blog under C3 categories. Update it. Now let's go back. Refresh it. What happened now? Why it is showing 3 blogs?
Because we selected.
Because we selected that 3 blogs to be appeared in a SEO category. Okay,
Yes.
let me click this SMM.
It should have 1. Yes,
Only
1.
SMO. Okay, and let me click this
It
Google
should have
Ads.
2.
Yes.
Yes.
2, right? So then what about blog page? Will it consist of all the blogs now?
Yes.
Why I have already categorized, right? Will it appears it again in the blog session?
It should, because blog shows in the chronological order. I mean, the one which has been posted recently. This is as per the topic, right?
See here in both options it will show. Why? Because I have categorized the post as well as I have made in such a way that all my recent blogs should be appeared in my blog session. Okay, 2 options will work out. Now in such a way, if you want to categorize any blogs or else if you want to create any categories, then you need to use these options: categories, post, and pages. Okay, now what I will do, I will go and create a page now. Okay, so page I'll create.
Chitra, like what is the difference between category and a page?
Okay, I'll show you. I'll create a one more page now. What is digital marketing? What is digital marketing? Okay. So now tell me, can I categorize this page now? So I want to show this, what is digital marketing content in a, what is the SEO category. Can I do that? Publish.
No, this is a page, not a post.
That is what here. So for pages, we don't have an option of categorizing it. Okay. Now what is the use if you go and create a hundreds of blogs by using a pages? Can you categorize them? Can you categorize them?
Yes.
Tell me.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So now I created a blog by using a page option. Okay. So do I have an option of categorizing it?
No.
Right side, can you see categories option?
No category.
No. Okay, now I will just go and create 100 blogs by using a pages option. Can I categorize all those 100 blogs?
100 blogs.
Okay, don't confuse between posts and pages. I am just asking you that I wrote 100 articles. That means like this. Now, what is digital marketing? What is SEO? So all those things I wrote by using a pages option. Okay, like
No, you cannot categorize them.
I cannot categorize them. So if I cannot categorize them, can I show them under categories now?
No.
If I cannot. So one option is done. I cannot show them under categories. And can I show them under blog page?
Yes.
Okay, let me update it now. Okay, published, right? So now what is digital marketing has to be appeared under blog. Okay, refresh it. What happened now?
We need to link that page here or?
So first of all, what is this blog? What is this URL? What I made it?
It's a page.
It is a post page, right? That means whatever the recent posts I have that appears in a blog. Now tell me, what is the thing I wrote? Page or posts? What is the thing I used? Then will it appears in my blog post page?
No, it should not.
Will it appears under blog then? So no, it won't appear. So if I create 100 pages like this also, will my blogs appears under blog page now?
No.
Why? Because it is a page. It is not a post. Okay. So now did you understand the difference between pages and post? So if we go and use a pages only, we will be having lot of options to categorize them or else to show those things under blog page. Okay, under post page. If I go and have thousands of blogs by using a pages option, is there any use again?
No
use. Where you show that all blogs now? So you can't even show in the home page. Okay, you can't show in the post page. You can't show in the categories. That is what difference between pages and posts. Now Asher asked me one more question. What is the difference between pages and categories? Right, Asher?
Yeah, right.
Okay, I will show you now. Let us go back to a post now. You created pages like modules, blog, about us, and categories like SEO, SMM. Now, let me go and click on one post and see what is SEO. What is SEO? Now, can I show this blog under some pages? Now I have a few pages like modules, under modules, SEO, SMO, SMM. I want to show that what is SEO blog under SEO page. Can I do that?
Yes.
See options, permalink, categories, tags, featured image. Do you have any option of
showing the pages? Pages are not available.
Pages are not available here.
Yes.
Right.
Categories
so you can't show the blogs and only categories are there, so that I can show the post only under categories, not under pages. Got it now, Asher? So we will create a pages only for constant content. Now I will go and write something under blog. Only that thing will appears in the blog. I will go and write something under about us. That thing only it appears. No other post options it will appear under pages. So pages is used for a constant content only, not for recent updates and all. Asher, got it?
Yeah, got it.
Yes. So now these are the main things you need to understand before creating any kinds of website, either it is static or dynamic or any kinds of categories. Okay, so now fine, everything is fine. Categories, pages, and post, you understand. What is this again here? What is SMO, Google Ads, and what is SEO? Why it is appearing this?
Those are posts, recently updated posts.
Okay.
So that
Any other
it will
answer?
be easier to access.
Easier to access. Okay, right. So normally for every website, three things are common: the top section, the footer section, and sidebar. Okay, so now this is called top section, and this is called footer section, and this is called sidebar. Okay, so we can optimize the sidebar by using the widgets option. Widgets option. Now you can decide whether you want to show this section or not. So you can decide what are the things you want to show in the sidebar. That happens only with the help of widgets option. Now let us go back and see how we can use this widgets and what all the things we can do it. Right, there is a dashboard. So what is the option I have to choose now?
Widget.
Widgets. Okay, where is the widgets option?
Appearance.
Their appearance, there is an option called widgets. Can you see now?
Yes.
Search, recent posts, recent comments, add choose categories. Search, recent posts, recent comments, add choose categories. Gorish?
Is that a plugin widget? Because I don't find in my appearance.
It's not a plugin. It is embedded thing only in your WordPress. It's not any plugin.
But it's not available under appearance in my system.
Under appearance, go to widgets. It will appear.
It's not there. It's not there.
It's not there. I'll check it once. I'll check it. So now you can decide whether you want to show this search form or not. Okay, now I don't want to show this search form. How we can delete it? Sorry? Hello?
You can delete it.
Okay, delete it. And delete it. And delete it. Okay, now let's go back to our website, refresh it. What you can see now?
No.
Anything you can see? So it's a clean and neat now, right? So now again, if you want to show anything in the sidebar, now tell me, sidebar will appear to your homepage as well? Will it appears? Okay, let me go and click this homepage. Let me click this about us page. Will it appears or not?
No.
No, madam.
Why? It is not appearing for any page. Why? Because I have deleted now. So again, it's up to you. If you want to show, you can just show it, no problem. Now let us see, let us try to add some widgets here. So these are the few available widgets you can show, and you can just drag it wherever you want. Now let us say I want to show kind of calendar. Okay, then choose where you want to show, add a widget. So here, so once I clicked on add, so it got added in my sidebar. You can just write some title if you want. Leave it. Let's go back. Refresh it. Can you see?
Yes.
Sidebar. So now my sidebar consists of the calendar. In such a way, if you want to write any text, if you want to give any links, if you want to insert some images, you can just insert it. Okay, then let me go back and insert some image. Okay, so here it is asking you to upload an image. Go there and upload an image. Okay, so I have uploaded an image. What is this link again? Link option?
It will
redirect
link to the image or something if it's from external link.
So when someone click on that image, if you want them to redirect anywhere, so you can just redirect them. So now I will redirect them to this URL, let us assume. Copy it and then paste it here. And if you want, you can just write some title, image. Go back, refresh it. Can you see now? Image.
It's shown also home.
Sorry?
It's shown also home. I mean every pages.
It shows in every page. It shows in every page. Now
So I can't make it separate.
you can make it. I'll show you that also. So now ODMT is there. So here we are showing constant. We are not showing any sidebar here. And if I click this, any block, you can see a sidebar. Can you see the sidebar is available? Yes, how we made it, that I'll show. Now tell me, what if I click this image now?
We'll go to ODMT side.
It will go to this page now. Okay, in such a way you can redirect to disturbance, guys. Disturbance. TV serial or something news. Right. Okay, so in such a way you can optimize your sidebar what you want to show. If you want to show all your recent posts, if you want to show all your, so now I'll give you a task anyhow, don't worry. Blogs is there. All the recent posts, I'm showing some Twitter things, I'm showing some YouTube also. If you want to show these kinds of things in the sidebar, how you can show. Okay, now you cannot do anyhow. So after discussing about plugin sessions, you can do it, now not required. Okay, fine. Now how I can make any particular page not to show any blogs or any sidebar is, can I show up in the footer sections now? I can show up in the footer sections as well. Now let us go back and then use this image as a footer widget. Add image, save it. Now where it appears now?
Footer section.
Footer section. Let me refresh it. Can you see?
Yes.
This is what my footer wants. In such a way, whatever you want to show in the footer section also, you can simply optimize it. Okay. So now let us go back to About Us page now. What is my home page now? What is my front page for krishna.thenaturhealth.in? About Us or home? Home. About Us or home? Home. Okay. Let me click this home. Tell me. Is it my front page now? No. So my front page is About Us page.
Yes.
Okay, now let's go back to our About Us page. Here, can you see it directly shows you About Us page is my front page and blog is a post page. Just edit it. Okay. So here, About Us page, theme settings, can you see here? Choose layout by default. Okay. Primary sidebar, content sidebar, 3 columns, no sidebar. Just choose a no sidebar and update it. So what happens? For this page, your sidebar won't be appear. Refresh it. Is it appearing now?
No.
If I click this block, will it appears?
Yes.
Yes. Can you see? Again, it's up to you whether to show the sidebar or not. Okay. Right. And in such a way, you can choose whether to show the primary sidebar or else, first primary sidebar means first it will show you sidebar and then content. So now here first it shows me the content after that primary sidebar, right? If I refresh it, oh, wait, update. Okay, about us page, right? I have selected. Okay, what it is showing me, where the place it is now. So your sidebar has been shifted from right side to a left side. Why?
Widgets.
Why?
With the help of widgets.
Okay, of course, widgets. What is the option I choose now?
Left sidebar.
Primary sidebar.
Primary sidebar. That means first my sidebar will be shown first side and then next content. Okay, so now if I show the content and then primary, first it will show content and then primary and then sidebar next. So in such a way you can decide how you want to design the website. So now we have known full things, right? What are pages, posts and categories, and how to choose the layout for the page, whether you want to show the sidebar or not. So how to optimize the footer also we have seen. Okay, right, hello. Now I want you guys to do few things extra. Okay, Rafi, tell me what is posts?
Post is any content which is